everything has always revolved around music for me ever since I was little. I didn't know I could sing until I was like 13, but I was a dancer before that and even did gymnastics for that and was so all about the routine and what music to pick. I think a lot of people are like that. Music touches a place in you that I don't think anywhere else can. I grew up with a very wide variety of music, which is probably why I'm so eclectic, but like, you know, some of my family like soulful, you know, more kind of rap stuff like that, and then another side likes total like old rock, like, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Another side loves country and Patsy Cline. So it's like everybody, what my whole goal is every time I write something is I write it to get it out of me, but also because even if it's something that's maybe not, I shouldn't talk about, I'm going to talk about it anyway because somebody's probably going through the same thing. And I always love music like that. When I bought Jagged Little Pill, when I bought Tragic Kingdom, I love songs that just completely you know, something inside you just ignites. Like, I love that. So that's kind of, I hope that's what my album does. The day Because of You came out, I literally threw up all day. I was like, oh God, I hope people like it. Like, I was sick to my stomach all day. Like, it's just, you know, you're putting it out there, and if it sinks, like, that's all me. I love just being at home, and I'm away from everything, and I kind of just go back to, you know, inside my head, and it's easy to be an introvert in Texas because I live in the country in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, my house there is kind of like my oasis. Writing is different for me. I've done totally different situations. People have sent me tracks, and then, you know, music, like a guitar lick or something, and they're like, I think you might dig this, and if you're interested in writing to it, and then I end up writing a whole song to this one guitar lick, and then we build a song around it. Or people have sent me just full-on tracks with just no melody, no lyrics, and I've written to that. It just, you know, has to obviously inspire me. It has to hit me. It's totally different than what people are expecting. I can already promise you that. But it's just how Thankful was different from Breakaway. Breakaway is now different from this album that's yet to be titled. I don't have a title. But that's the thing about me. I'm very different. I am so moody. I feel sorry for the person I end up with. So one day I'm you know, completely happy and, you know, everything's great, and then the next day I'm like, ugh, boo. So I write a song like that. I know what wraps up the album. The album is intense. Like, every part of it. Like, whether it's a happy song, sad song, angry song, like, it's all just very intense. I cannot stand Valentine's Day.
Really?
No, not even when I'm dating. Because, you know, you're always, like, pressed for the gift. You're like, what do I get you?
Well, this takes the stress right out of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
being
especially
single does
being
too.
single takes it out of it. And you don't have to worry about any of that at this party. It gets
Yeah.
nuts. It really does. And it's going to be on the 16th.
Nice.
It's a club that's actually closed right now, and they're just reopening it for this one night because the party gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year.
Oh, why did they close?
I guess financially they weren't doing great.
Oh, well, that sucks.
They're remodeling it,
No.
aren't they?
No, I don't think they're remodeling this one.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
She was trying to be nice about the situation.
she was.
You just cut right to it. It's
You
cool.
Don't try to
No
be nice
BS.
on this show. So Kelly, you hate your speaking voice? I mean,
Oh my God, I hate it.
Really?
Oh, I never leave voicemails. I hate my voice. Yeah, no, my friends laugh at me. I'm like, it's the worst talking voice ever, which is kind of funny.
Even on voicemails,
See,
like, you
how
don't
I
have
make
to
my
listen
money off
to
my
it.
voice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's
What
the
do you?
irony.
What do you? Are you one of those people where the greeting for your voicemail is?
Oh, it's the automated like
woman?
lady that's like, leave a message.
Oh, I hate that. So you can't really tell if we're actually
Oh, God.
leaving one for
no,
you or
because then
not.
if you leave one, then I freak out. I like sweat when I try and do that. I'm like, hey guys, it's Kelly, and I'm like, oh God, I sound 12. Why did I do that? Like, so I don't do it anymore.
So you can't even leave the voicemail where it's the lady coming on saying the following party, and then you just come on and you go, Kelly Clarkson.
Yes,
It's not available
I
right
do
now.
that. I should actually. That's funny. No, I don't do that or leave messages. I sound like a goober.
You should find somebody who has a really great speaking voice and have them
just
do the
have them
greeting
do it.
as you. So people call up and go, well, she said Kelly Clarkson, but that does not sound like her.
Like some like lady
But-
with some sexy voice that sounds nothing like.
You should have,
you have a sexy
your voice is way
It's
sexy.
like way like deep.
Oh my
and
God! No,
not
that's just because it's
raspy
early and I've had
sexy.
like 3 hours of sleep. No, it's usually not like this.
I'm thinking out loud here, but have you heard Britney Spears' accent?
No,
Like
I
she-
have a pretty thick accent, but maybe not. No, she's
Oh, no.
Louisiana. Yeah, that's probably deeper.
Oh,
Well,
no.
the difference is yours is real.
She's now speaking to people in a British accent.
You haven't heard this?
A British accent?
Yes.
I'll play this for her, Jen.
Oh, I was thinking Louisiana, Southern.
no.
I'll play,
She
I'll play
really.
you the British accent, but you do have to put on the headphones.
The
for that.
headphones go on
Okay,
for
wait.
Crazy Britney.
Now, so
Okay.
you haven't been following, you don't follow any of this stuff, like what's going on with the craziness with Britney Spears and all that?
I actually don't. I don't really watch TV. I watch movies and I read books, so
Okay.
not magazines.
Well, this will only make sense then to let you know that she's just sketching right now. I mean, she's teetering on.
She really
literally.
does love Madonna, so it's like the same thing.
She's teetering on crazy right now, and about 2 weeks ago, she all of a sudden started talking with a British accent.
Oh, I want one. Let's pick one for me.
This is her talking trash to the paparazzi. Okay, so it's all these cameramen around her taking pictures of her. She's talking back to them in this British...
She needs to move from LA.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering why you're not with your buddy tonight. Why don't you go film your friend? Maybe you guys can make a lot of money together.
That's not her.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Gay videos that ain't gonna hurt.
Yes, yeah, it really is. Don't you have other clips of her
I have
speaking
one,
with the
I think,
accent?
from yesterday. Hold on.
Yeah, she's just snapped, man.
Man, but wouldn't it be funny if she's just totally just screwing with everyone? Like
Normally, you know,
hope
it
so.
depends what celebrity
I
you
know.
talk about, because I think some celebrities are smart enough that are capable of doing that.
because it'd be real funny if she were like, just kidding.
Well, it'd be funny up until
But
kid
man,
number
thanks-
2.
Because, I mean, think about it. She's done no press for her album, which I love, by the way. I like her album.
Do you?
But yeah, I do. But she's done no press. She's getting so much press off of all this other stuff.
She can't.
Wouldn't
We've
it be
debated
funny,
this.
though? I'm just saying.
We've debated this on the show before, because we do think some of it is manufactured, but sometimes some of it's loco. Some of it's just she's pure crazy, I think.
I don't know. I don't know her. I mean, I met her a couple times. She's actually really super cool to me, but I don't know.
Did you meet
I don't
Louisiana
really-
Britney, or did you meet London Britney?
Well, no, I met Louisiana Britney.
Play the other one for her.
Okay, this is her talking to the paparazzi again about Heath Ledger's death.
Are you sad, Brittany?
No, I just need to get home.
No, I'm talking about Heath Ledger. You sad about that?
Oh.
That's a sad thing, you know. 28 years old, 2-year-old daughter.
He's still here.
You still here?
Oh, yeah. No one ever really dies.
She's Australian at that point because you're sympathizing. She's like, oh, well, when I lived in Australia down under with Heath.
I mean, okay, so sometimes when I drink, I have accents. Is she drinking? Like, I mean,
Well, she's on a lot of
Who
medication.
knows?
Kelly, Brittany's high on life.
hey,
Right.
well, don't knock it till you tried it, I guess.
I'm curious
What accents do you do when you're drinking?
I don't know. I was trying to be nice. I don't do. I get a thicker Texan accent.
I can
I
see
become
that.
very, oh my God. I mean, I become like really Texan when I'm drunk.
When
Like,
you go
what's
home-
your accent sound like when you're home and then you go out and you have a few drinks and you've been home for like 3 weeks?
I
hanging?
sound like a Southern sailor. Is what I sound like.
Do you curse a lot? Do you curse a lot?
Yeah.
You do, don't you?
I do. I know it's so bad. But you know what? I never cursed until I was a cocktail waitress. And then that just brings the worst out in you.
Why?
So-
Because people are just so rude to you that
well,
you
they're
just...
just drunk. So
Yeah.
you're like, wow, I have the worst job ever. Like, so then you become a sailor. But yeah, I try not to because I have little niece and nephews. So I don't want them to like pick it up or whatever.
We were just talking about this. Yeah,
Oh, were you?
me and my wife cuss a lot, and it's been passed
It's
down
so
to our
hard.
5-year-old.
Oh
really
no,
bad.
yeah, because my nephew out of nowhere will be like, he'll say the S word or whatever, and my sister will be like, "Where'd you learn that?"
But you
I'll be
laugh,
like,
don't
I learned
you?
it from you.
Yeah, no, not from her. It'd be me.
But when you hear a 5-year-old swear, like you laugh.
Well, if
It's
you-
funny.
It is.
It's fun. I mean, how funny is that? When they're like, "Gosh," and you're like, "What?"
well, at first there's a little sense of pride if they use it correctly the first time.
Well, and then you're like, "I taught you that."
Right,
Yeah.
that's my boy. But then when, you find out that he's been, using it around his Catholic school, that's not such a
Oh, yeah. Well, he doesn't go to Catholic school. So,
Yeah.
public. So they're all saying it too. Yeah.
Bert's going to have the first 6-year-old kicked out of a Catholic school for profanity.
Nice.
great.
Hey,
You said
be the best.
something when we were playing the clip on Britney, which is going to make it a real easy transition. You said she needs to get out of L.A. And in hanging out with you and in talking to you, I've told these guys before, you just seem so unaffected by the fact that you've sold 18 million records, the fact that you are Kelly Clarkson, that it seems to me like living in L.A. or spending a good amount of time with all that cheese and superficiality, you just couldn't handle that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've never like lived there. I've worked there a lot to where I practically live there a bit, but that's why I moved my whole location to Nashville, like as in like working in studios and stuff. Like it's because it's not even, I guess people blame her, but it's like she was a kid, so people made her, you know what I'm saying? Like not, you know what I'm saying? They kind of form you and they say yes all the time and you have people around you that aren't. And it's not to say everyone like in LA is like that, because obviously not everyone is, but
There's a tone to every city, though.
yeah, and it's just it's a little different. Everyone's trying to climb that fame ladder, and it's just a little weird, man. So I mean, it's like Halloween constantly. So yeah, so I can't stay there. But there are some good. My best friend lives there. So I mean, there are some good people. It's just not.
You
my
just
thing.
don't have that attitude.
Well, and then I grew up like out in the country, so it's like weird. Like you don't have yards. Like it's like weird for me. So
it's our equivalent of like, because I've been to where she's from, Burleson. It's our equivalent of Conyers.
Gotcha.
Sort of, just out of the big city.
And I don't even live in I mean, I live way out now. Like I have like 60 acres of land, like out in the country, like in Texas. So it's like I live like out.
It's like Kellyville.
Yeah, yeah. Like me and my brother we just hang out on my land. So it's like totally different. Like, and it's cool though because my best friend loves the city. She loves like all the restaurants in LA. They have great food and like stuff like that. But I would totally rather have the land and the freedom. So.
Do you have animals and stuff?
We're actually getting horses actually this week, but we just built this barn and everything. So
you're not teetering on one of those Michael Jackson type ranches, are you?
No, I already have horses on my land because my neighbor, I allow his horses on my land. So we already have horses, but we're getting a couple of our own. But yeah, when we have dogs, I have my 3 dogs. They're awesome.
Are you a bit of a recluse where you just like go and do your own thing and hang out by yourself?
I'm north and south. I'm like when I'm working, I'm very much a social bird. Like I love, going out and having a good time. But then when I'm home, I never see anyone. Yeah, I'm like when I'm home at my house, I never go anywhere.
Does that help you handle when
I think
you're
so.
being
I
busy?
think yeah, because it's like I mean people they'll make fun of like the Britneys or the other girls my age or whatever. But it's not. I mean, it's not the hardest job in the world. Obviously, we have a great life, but it's not easy. Constantly being around all of that. That's why I can't live there. That's why I have to have some kind of oasis because it's not normal to go out to dinner and have people in your face with a camera. I'm like, really? I'm not that cool. You should, you should just first of all get that through your head. So.
You're totally wasting this film right now.
Yeah, I'm just a big waste of life right now.
Does the celebrity part of this whole thing feel fake to you?
And that's the thing too. It gets like to where it's like weird, to where you're like, what? Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's cool because you can use it for like, good things like charity events and stuff like that. You can throw your name around and like raise a lot of money for stuff. Like that's awesome. But, yeah, it's weird, I guess. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Who do you keep around you that is real?
Luckily my best friend, she's a hair and makeup girl and we're complete opposites. And so she does all that and like wardrobe for me, and then my new management is so like me, so it's perfect. Like they're just very low key. We're not saving the world, we're just in the entertainment industry. So so it's fun.
Do you think a lot of celebrities make a big mistake by hiring people that aren't close to them? They just don't hire the right, good, solid people around them?
Honestly, I think it's such a win or lose. I mean, it's such a hard thing because sometimes you hire people that are close and it's the worst thing ever. So, it's kind of, just hiring the right people. And it's taken 5 years for me to even get, the kind of circle that I have around me right now. So, and I wasn't a child star. So, what I'm saying? So I had some kind of normal, whatever normal is, normal life with normal friends that I knew loved me for me. So
Who was it that was in here that said to us, maybe it was Pink.
I feel very Dr. Phil right now.
I know, right?
I'm like, yeah.
We're not letting you out of here unless you cry.
Let me tell you, I know, I'm like my mom when I was 7. Yeah.
Was it Pink that told us one day, like,
I
she
love
thought
her.
That she's awesome.
I love her.
The two of you guys seem like you would hit it off great because she's totally
I met her once and
unaffected by
she
it.
was, she's very cool. Yeah, I like her.
She said to
She's
us one
funny in
morning that
interviews.
she was hilarious. And
She is no filter.
Right.
And
Yes,
she has this
awesome.
very kind of like introspective part of her also. And she said to us that she thinks that money just makes you more of what you are. Like if you're really cool, money will just make you cooler. And if you're kind of an idiot to begin with, if you get a lot of money, you're just going to be more of an
Become
idiot.
a bigger douche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Exactly.
Kelly Clarkson just said, dude.
I love it. It's,
Is that a bad word? Wait.
not anymore.
It's fine.
That's
Here
one
comes
of
the
I just made that
5-year-old.
family friendly. So
Here comes the Southern Sailor.
yeah. I know this is actually whiskey. It's not tea.
It's Kelly Clarkson on the Burt Show on Q100 this morning.
I want to hear more about you going out on tour with Reba and what the,
Oh my God, it's the coolest thing I've ever done.
what that experience is all about.
I know I'm such a nerd, but because I am such a fan, I've been a fan of her since I was a kid. But no, it's just fun. I mean, and honestly, like I was just talking in the car actually with Andrew from my label because he hasn't seen the show, and she has such a distinct voice, but it's so weird because like we're on tour together and we sing together. She knows how to like I guess dial back the country. I guess so. It's where it's like when we sing together on certain things, we sound like so. I don't know. It sounds so great. And then on her songs, whenever I'm doing like backup or my songs when she's doing back, we never leave the stage.